real talent of a real fucking moron to make an $11 Uber $94. Like, you have to be a fucking moron to do that. I'm trying out a new hairstyle that's popular with the children these days, but I don't think I'm a fan. It kind of looks like there's two balls on my head, so I'm sorry, okay? You probably won't see this again. Hi guys, it's Tana Mongeau, and today's video is going to be another Uber story time. And I really wanted to kind of stop making hella Uber story times because I think they're very cliche. I think that everyone's hopping on them now. Everyone notices that they get views and then they're just like, my Uber driver fucking assaulted me, when he like handed them a water bottle and it's like not a big deal at all and stuff like that. But the second I kind of decided that that was gonna be a thing, I ended up having really crazy Uber drivers in Orlando. Can I just say that I've never been to a place ever where Uber drivers are weirder? Like, in general, like every Uber driver I had was weird in some way, shape, or form. And I had a lot because obviously when you're traveling and you're going somewhere where you don't have a car for a few days, everywhere you want to go you have to Uber. So I probably had like 10 to like 12 Ubers throughout the whole weekend, and I can honestly say not one of them was just like a completely normal person. Like, but there were two that stood out to me. One was just fucking strange and deranged and probably was jacking off while driving, and the other one was just a fucking idiot. So I'm gonna be telling you the stories of those two today. So before I get into this, actually though, Uber is the homie, and they did give me a code to give you. No, this is not benefiting me in any way, shape, or form, but there's TryFree5, I believe is the code. If you do use that code, you get 5 free rides on Uber. So if you don't live somewhere where there's deranged Uber drivers, like Las Vegas where I live, or in Los Angeles where they're normal, or in Texas where they're normal, get an Uber for free, or 5 for free with that code. No, it does not benefit me in any way. Okay, so I guess I'll start off with like the weird sex Uber driver because this was just really strange. So on Saturday night after like all the partying was over, I was with my friend Jonah. You guys may know Jonah. I did a collab with him. I'll link that below. I'll link his channel below. Awesome friend, awesome person. We decided that after all the partying was over that we wanted some Del Taco. First we wanted McDonald's just to get like drinks or something like that. And then we showed up there and like there was only breakfast and he wanted food and there was no fucking food. It was breakfast. So we decided to leave there and go to Del Taco. And immediately getting in this Uber's like car, the Uber driver was just a little bit weird. He was like a dad figure, you know, like a 42-year-old white guy. Like he golfed for fun. Like he was that kind of guy. And he was immediately a little bit weird, but we just kind of were like, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like no Uber driver here in Orlando was normal. But as we're driving, this guy decides to start telling us how he's had sex on a pool table before. Like totally casual. Like me and Jonah are just having like regular everyday conversation and that guy's like, oh yeah, playlist live, that's so cool. Well, I had sex on a pool table. Like I kid you not, like whatever the fuck we were talking about was completely normal, and then this guy was just like, oh yeah, cool, I've had sex on a pool table. And at that point, Jonah and I are both the type of people to like, instead of being like, oh my god, you're like so weird, to like feed into it and be like, yeah, really man, like that's dope. Because that's just like how we are. We like to like fuck with people, you know? So we're like, yeah, no, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, one time I had sex over snow, overlooking mountains, and it was beautiful. Like, have you guys ever done that? Like, trying to like genuinely make this entire car ride just about like sexual experiences, and he kept just telling us stories about him fucking bitches in weird places, like on roofs, near pools, like all kinds of stuff, and it was so weird. But the guy was just so chill about it and just kept driving like hum-de-dum-de-dum. And we get to Del Taco, we order our Del Taco, and the whole time the guy just is being so weird. Like he was like, yeah, I wouldn't eat too much if you guys want to get laid later, like blah blah blah, da 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 da, like all this stuff. Like I don't know, I honestly feel like he wanted to like threesome us also. Like he was like kind of like hitting on us. It was just a really weird experience. And because there is no Del Taco in the city of Orlando whatsoever, the Del Taco that we went to was literally like 27 minutes away. So the car ride there and back was like an hour, and it was so long and so like draining, and no, just no. But that isn't the one that made me decide to make this video. Truthfully, if that would have just happened, I probably honestly would have just like tweeted about it and called it a day. Like I had another Uber driver that I got in, and on full volume he was playing Go DJ by Lil Wayne. Like, go DJ, that's my DJ. Like I had so many weird Uber experiences. But the one that I'm about to tell is the one that made me so angry that I had to post a video about it. Do you understand? Like, so fucking angry. My manager, Jordan, knows that I'm like the nicest person ever. He's never ever seen me be rude to another human being ever. And when this was happening, he literally was like, because this guy was just so fucking ignorant, okay? So on Sunday after my meet and greet, I wanted to go back to my hotel to take a nap before Universal Studios, which I slept through because I'm the biggest fucking piece of shit ever, but that's beside the story. I wanted to take a nap because my meet and greet was so long because so many of you guys came, which was so insane. I was only like supposed to have a few hundred people, and there were so many more than that, and like I ended up having to stay way after to meet all of you guys, and it was like just the coolest experience ever. But obviously after that, you're a little bit tired. I only slept for like an hour the night before, so I needed a fucking nap so bad. So Jordan gets in my Uber with me to go back with me to my hotel because I lost my room key that day and I couldn't get another one because I'm 5 years old. So he goes back with me to the hotel to get another room key. And we get in the Uber and immediately the guy does not speak like any English. And I'm not hating on people who don't speak English at all, but I think that if you have trouble having common day-to-day conversations, like just like turn left on this street or like start the ride or like casual Uber convo, maybe you shouldn't be an Uber driver, you know, like there are lots of other jobs that if you aren't very good at speaking English, you can do and make the same amount of money, and it's like a cool story. But if your job is based around people giving you directions and speaking English to you and you can't speak English, that's very difficult and frustrating, you know? So we get in and the guy speaks like no English, and he's trying to tell us that he doesn't know where the destination is. But on the app, I entered my destination, which was literally right down the street. So I keep saying I entered the destination. I'm trying to type it in on his phone. I'm trying to show him my phone, and he keeps just saying like, I know nowhere to go. And I keep saying like, here's the address, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't understand what I'm saying. So finally, we communicate to him that we'll just give him directions since his app is not working, you know? And so we pull out of the Orlando World Center. That was such a weird voice thing that just happened. But we pull out of the Orlando World Center, and my hotel is literally just like you go down the street and you make a left and you're there. That's it. Like there's no turns, there's no stop signs, there's no lights, nothing. Like it was that close. So I'm telling him like straight and then left, straight and then left, straight and then left. And so we're out driving on the road and I keep saying that to him. And I'm hoping that he's understanding because he's nodding, but he's not like saying anything back. And then before you know it, we casually just pass my hotel. And then I'm like, we passed my hotel, we passed my hotel, we passed my hotel. Make a U-turn. And the guy's like, oh, okay, U-turn. Oh, okay, U-turn. So then we pass the place to make a U-turn. He doesn't make a U-turn. And I'm like, sir, make a U-turn up here, make a U-turn up here. And he's like, oh, okay, U-turn, U-turn. We pass the second place that's available for him to make a U-turn. And he doesn't make a U-turn. And he hops on the motherfucking freeway that is taking us like away from my hotel. There were so many other ways he could have driven to get back to the hotel, but he goes right and onto the freeway. What? Like, where in your brain were you like, first let me hop on the motherfucking freeway? Like, who the fuck told you that that was what you were supposed to do? So now at this point, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, is this Uber driver kidnapping me? Insert vlog clip here of me freaking out because I think I'm getting kidnapped. And say hey, this is Jordan, my manager. And we're in an Uber right now.
Hey.
And my hotel was 2 minutes away from the side. And so I put in the destination as the hotel. And now we're like 14 minutes away from the hotel. We passed it, we saw it, and we're like, make a U-turn. It doesn't make a U-turn. And now I'm literally going off into the woods. Like, no, like, what the fuck? This might not ever get uploaded to the internet because I might die. Oh my god. Oh. I'm terrified.
I look forward to the challenge, to be honest with you.
I'm honestly terrified.
I feel like I'd be really good at fending.
Okay, I really hope that we're like going back to the hotel. Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck to do. At this point, I'm kind of like giving him directions, like get off here, like make a right. I'm mapping it on my phone, like telling him how to go there. He's not listening to any of my directions. Now at this point, I'm like freaking out a little bit. Jordan and I are kind of like, are we getting kidnapped right now? Like, is this really what's happening right now? And I'm like yelling at the guy, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna take me back to my hotel? Let me out right here. I keep yelling, just let me out right here. Just let me out right here. He is saying nothing back to me at all, like perfectly mute. Jordan and I are trying to talk to him and he's not listening. I never in my life more have wanted to reach forward and just put my hands around someone's fucking neck and choke them so I could get out of the car. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So then finally he gets on his phone and he like enters the destination of my hotel. Like he knew the entire time. I don't know why it took him so long to do that. And he starts mapping and he goes, I take you back now. And I'm like, awesome. That's not what I wanted the entire fucking time. So then literally like 25 more minutes of driving, I kid you not, on the freeway. There were a million exits he could have taken. He's not taking them. I am so mad at this point because like it was a really, really long car ride, you know what I mean? And the projected price of this was originally gonna be like $11 or $12, you know what I mean? So after we drive all the way back and we pull into the hotel, the whole car right there, I'm rolling my eyes, sighing, being like, are you kidding me? There's so many exits he could have taken, so many routes he could have taken that were shorter, but he took the longest possible route to take me back to the hotel. So we get there and my total for the Uber was $94.07. Excuse me, what? Excuse me, bitch, where? Excuse me, how the fuck do you do that? It takes real talent of a real fucking moron to make an $11 Uber $94. Like, you have to be a fucking moron to do that. And so now I get there and I pull out $11 cash and I say, here you go, you can take this, I am reporting this, you're not getting your money, but I will pay you for taking me to my hotel. I understand that you have bills to pay, like whatever. And he goes, no, you pay me all, you pay me all. And I'm like, I am not paying you all, like absolutely not. So he locks his car doors. Excuse me, A, that is holding me hostage. B, that is illegal. C, are you gonna fucking kill me? Like, what the fuck do you fucking mean? So I'm trying to hand him $11. He won't take it. He's saying, I unlock when you pay. He keeps just saying over and over again, I unlock when you pay. And I'm like, you're gonna unlock the fucking door right the fuck now or I'm gonna call 911. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Jordan is just sitting there like letting me handle this because I am full like Kris Jenner momager. I'm gonna handle this situation bitch mode and it is working. Okay, and then now the guy's like, I don't know how to make you pay on the app. I'm not receiving your money, blah, blah, blah. Like, he doesn't know how to work the Uber app to stop the ride. So it's like still charging me for like sitting there idling, you know? And at that point, I'm literally like, fuck you. Excuse me, like what the fuck? It's literally charging me more money. He doesn't know how to charge me. He won't let me out. So I take this $11 and I throw it onto this guy, like onto his physical lap. And I start beating at his car windows, like beating at them like a psycho fucking deranged ass bitch. And finally he unlocks them and he's like, fuck you, like you're a bitch, like cussing me out, but like also in his foreign language as well. He's like mixing his language with cussing me out. And I get out of the car and I look at him and I say, well, maybe now after this car ride, you can read a fucking manual, you fucking idiot, and learn how the fuck to work Uber or you can quit your fucking job. And I slammed the door. Jordan's face was literally like, because I have never been so rude to another person in my entire life. I want you to know that I was not mad because of the language barrier or anything like that. If he would have just taken me where I had to go, like there were a million exits that he could have taken. I was giving him directions on how to get back there. He was ignoring me. He would not let me out of his car. He spoke enough English to make sure that he got his money from me, but not enough English to understand, take this exit to take me back to my hotel. That doesn't really make sense. I think that his goal was to like scam me and try to get as much money out of me, but he also had no idea how to work the Uber app, so it was like a very unintelligent plot, you know? And I've never been more mad at an Uber driver in my entire life because like, it's one thing to be an idiot, but to not let me out of your car when I say like, I want the fuck out of your car, like, that's literally illegal. That's literally kidnapping. And the fact that he like locked the doors and like tried to pull some bullshit, like I will fight you, I will strangle you, I will kill you and your whole family. Like, what do you mean? So yeah, Ubers in Orlando weren't the best, but that's okay. I'm sure they're getting better on that. Try free 5 if you live anywhere else if you want free 5 rides. Okay, okay. Yep, that was the time that an Uber driver decided to tell me about his entire sex life and possibly try to threesome me and Jonah Green. And another time where I cussed out an Uber driver because they were a fucking imbecile, moron, fucking deranged idiot. I love you guys. Thank you for watching my crazy Uber story times. Hopefully no more crazy Ubers will happen because I feel like these are getting so old, but I had to voice the opinion of this one because what the actual fuck do you mean? I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.